The Nikki Glaser Podcast. The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
Here's Nikki.
Hello, here I am. It's Nikki. It's the Nikki Glaser Podcast. Welcome to the show. It's Wednesday. I'm in St. Louis with Andrew Collin. What's up, Andrew?
Can I open my eyes now?
Yeah. Surprise! It's me.
What if it wasn't?
That would
I'd be
wild.
fucking freaking.
Oh my God. Noah's in Arizona. How are you guys today?
Okay.
I'm good. Got stretched this morning. Got stretched out.
Got stretched out. Ooh, boy. I know that sounds so gross when you say it.
Yeah, which part?
All of them.
Yeah. What'd you get stretched?
Just my asshole.
How long was it?
Too
Your
long.
asshole. Yeah. Well, yeah. How dilated were you?
I literally Googled last night, is my hemorrhoid too long?
Did you measure it?
Honestly, this thing, it's its own person. It's starting to grow legs.
Oh, no.
I think I probably, it doesn't hurt.
Is it like a salamander tail? That you
Yeah.
can pull off and it'll grow back.
It looks like
Maybe you have to have surgery.
a man that makes salads. That's how big it is.
Boy, I think it's a tong. It's a salad tong.
It's cool though. I could tuck her in. Now it's a girl.
Did you look at it yet?
I haven't looked at it. I pull on it sometimes.
So you can feel how long it is.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Does it
unwrap-
hurt when you feel it, or like
No.
when you pull on it?
No.
So then then who cares?
It's an accessory.
Does it get
It's a little tail.
in the way?
From what? Pooping?
I mean, like why did you even Google like what's too long if it doesn't bother you?
Good question.
I don't know.
Thank you.
That is a good question. It's just unusually long to the point where I go.
How long are we talking?
Do we have? How long is this podcast?
To say the measurements to the exact numeral it would take. It would be like doing pi. Wait a second. So tell me, what are we talking? Seriously, how long? And like, let's be honest here. Don't exaggerate.
I'm not exaggerating.
Show me with your fingers.
I don't.
Do this.
Again, I don't feel.
But you feel if you were to pull on it. Guys, he's doing an inch. It's at least an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter.
Yeah, it's.
Wait, and what are the diameter of it? Like, what's
It's
is it
and
little?
this.
Like, is it like a? What's the like feeling of it? Is it like rubbery?
Yeah, it's like a rubbery substance. It's like if you pulled, those like Play-Doh or like an old those erasers that would
Yes.
pull apart.
Okay.
Kind of
yes.
something like
Okay.
that. I'm sure some.
And it doesn't hurt when you pull on it.
It doesn't hurt. The only time my asshole hurts is when I eat spicy food, and then it somehow, my ass. I don't know why it hurts so bad.
You never looked into that? Like, why does spicy food make my asshole hurt?
I'm busy Googling other things.
Yeah, like
One other thing.
what? Just one.
Every day. I mean, it's abnormal.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Oh, so anyways, I got my hips stretched too.
yeah.
And just everything. It's a great experience.
And how much is it? Did you find out?
So you could get 4 sessions
For $100.
for like $115 or something.
And then you tip on top of that. You're
Yeah, I
supposed to.
tip. I do tip her.
Okay.
I do.
And then and how long do they stretch you for again?
20 minutes. So
It's not long enough. I want
know.
longer.
I do. You could do a 40-minute option. It'll be probably, I don't know, like 33% more probably.
Yeah. All right, I could be into that.
I mean, this is the way
Man,
I
I'm
don't know
rolling
if this is
out
the
so
one,
much.
the best way to do things, but you compare them to massages you get.
Do you roll first before they stretch? Because stretching, I've learned yesterday from my guy, if you stretch without rolling out first, you're pulling on cables that are like taut. But if you roll first and warm up the muscle, then it's going to be able to stretch like a rubber band. But if you're just stretching cold, like going in and just all right way stretching and not doing rolling out first, you're just pulling on cables that can't move.
So you're saying my hemorrhoid could be even longer? Do we got to get a little roller?
I really do.
Will you pizza roll my roid?
Oh my God.
All right.
Doesn't that make sense though? My guy said your muscles are like,
Yeah, that makes
imagine
sense.
they're like taffy. If you're trying to pull about taffy and it has a wrapper on it, you can't do anything. But when you do, myofascial release by rolling out, it warms up the muscle. It removes the wrapper so then the taffy can stretch.
Now, how sore are you when you roll? Because when I roll, it feels like a million bees are attacking.
I love it so much.
Oh yeah, you probably.
Last night I was like really getting into it. I did my chest, which is like it is sore today. I went really hard with the Theragun and also with like a lacrosse ball, just like over it, and it was so good. And this morning I do feel like better and more like there's more movement in my chest. And then I rubbed out my this with
Shin?
my
the shin
shin and
muscle.
soleus, which is like the lower calf, and like oh boy, there were some good spots there. But Chris, my boyfriend who goes to this guy and has been doing it much longer, he was like, you got to find because I was doing the Theragun on my chest and I was like, why can't I just do this instead of the lacrosse ball? And he's like, show me the pressure you're doing. And I did the Theragun on his hand and he was like, it's not hard enough. Like you need to like find spots and just push on them and like torture yourself with those little knots, and which is like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's so painful. It's so painful. I got toe spacers for my bunions that are my favorite thing. These cost $70. I used to have them, but I lost them. And
I was not expecting that.
And you,
like, that is,
yeah.
So
and
what does that do?
So they're toe spacers. You can't find this kind on Amazon. These are like the other ones are made of like this just such shitty little rubber. I've tried to find.
It makes your feet look like hands.
Yeah, and it spreads apart your toes. And the one between my big toe and my second toe has a little hole in it. So does the one on the end. And so you can roll up. I rolled up an old set list and put it in there, and it made it even bigger space. So now
are you wearing those
toes
from yesterday? Because you posted a video on our Instagram.
I've been
You've
wearing
kept them
them
on?
Is this the new
the
ring?
whole time. They fell up at the very. Yeah, it's the new ring. They fell
Is
up
the
at
other
night.
foot too?
Yeah, got the other foot too.
Can I ask a question?
This one doesn't have the spacer because I don't need that.
Does that
much
hurt
space.
at all, or does it? Is it
No,
like
it just
a nice?
feels good. It starts to hurt a little bit because it's like stretching it.
How long are you supposed to keep them on?
I mean,
I
ideally
feel like
all
you're
the
going,
time.
Oh,
because the
like
thing
Noah's
is,
retainer.
if you wear
one show.
if you wear toe spacers and like bunion splints for just at night, like the way you walk will completely outdo every, like if you take them out, you suddenly, then the pressure of your whole body leaning on that toe and pushing it back into place, it negates everything. So I try to wear them all day.
When you take them, did you run yesterday? When you take them off,
No, I
does
didn't
it
run 'em
feel
yesterday.
like? Remember when we were talking about the arms? When you push up on the arms,
I was
and then-
wondering the same
Does it
thing.
feel weird to then have your toes come together at all, or no?
No, they just go right back to the way they were. I love these though. They feel so freaking good. I like left them on for some hanky panky last night, and like the pain of these plus
I don't know why I could see my grandma
sex
Shirley in those. But
is so delightful. I love
When you're-
pain.
oh.
Just like being like your body being forced to do things that like it knows it can do, but you got to try really hard. It's just so erotic to me. Like I forgot I left them on during lovemaking, and then while they were on my foot during it, I was like, this is an added like thing. Like for me, I like sex to feel like endurance. Like I'm doing things that are like I'm uncomfortable with physically, not like psychologically, but somewhat, but physically too. And so I think that it just adds to it. Like I'm always going to wear my bunion splints during sex now. I really like it.
Did you keep the Crocs on top of them?
No.
So wait,
that would have been too hot.
Now is
TV.
your boyfriend attracted to the
He doesn't mind
does he
it. They're
not?
just they're not in the picture. He
What
doesn't
if your
care.
legs are up? Maybe he puts his fingers
In them. That would be cool. I don't think it would be cool for him. I don't want to speak for him, but he is not turned on by my feet by any means. He's not a foot guy or anything like that.
Look,
so.
he wants everything stretched out. If you know what I mean.
Oh God, that's
oh
not
God,
true.
what a word!
No, it is the worst word. But I will say that LeBron James has the worst feet I've ever seen. So if anyone ever tells
Wait,
me,
how do we know about LeBron's feet?
do you want me to show you a picture
No, but
of
how
LeBron's?
did it come up?
Because I was looking at Googling celebrities with bunions, and all of a sudden his shop showed up, and I'm like, LeBron James's bunion is worse than anyone else's bunion I've ever seen.
That dude has put more miles on his feet.
But other athletes don't have feet like this. They do. They really don't. Like he has a bunion. Where do you see this, dude?
I didn't
Imagine
know
if
guys could get bunions.
if he gets corrective surgery and then like he loses his whole game. Like that
Yeah.
bunion is the
It
reason
Or
why
he
could
he's
plays
so
be.
for
great.
another 10 years, and that's the only thing holding him back.
I think he has done enough research that if this thing needed to be fixed.
Now, what if the doctor said to you, either you could wear those? I mean, what is that? My mom has that kind of toe. What toe?
What do you
is
mean?
it?
What kind of toe?
His pinky toe.
Oh, where it comes up. Yeah, that's like it's being moved over from like too tight of shoes and just weird.
Isn't that funny?
gait.
That's like the best athletes on earth feet.
I know. So I have feet that are very similar. I have more in common with LeBron James than you do, probably.
I would say so.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm pretty ashy too.
My foot looks mangled, and now I look at it as like, okay, if LeBron James has it. Whereas Chris was saying to me, well, think of what maybe he could be without that. I'm like, what more do we need from LeBron James?
I'm sure there's a hot woman sports star that has no bunions, so I'm more similar to her than you.
Okay, if you want to be a female athlete, good for you. I don't.
Wait, so what were we just talking? Oh, what if the guy goes to you, goes, either you wear those spreaders every day, or you just never wear heels again? Because doesn't the heels affect the bunion negatively?
Yeah, but I heels look too good. They look amazing. It's
No, I
it
know.
would be like telling you not to wear an outfit that really elevates your style. You know, like that.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying if it caused me pain and like, I
But
guess
that's not causing my. No, they're already there. That just like
already
irritates them
there.
a little bit more than they already would be irritated. They're not. It's not really like making them worse. I only wear heels like 2 hours or 3 hours a night, 2 times a week, which is.
it's probably not that much.
It's not too bad. It's not. That is not what's causing these things. So, yeah. So I rolled out last night, and then this morning,
I keep thinking of the Ludacris song.
roll out. I went to
Roll out.
Starbucks.
What, this morning?
Yeah, and I had to write this thing for this book. Oh my God.
This book, I mean, I feel like
It's the bane of my existence. I'm like, I feel so bad because the woman I'm writing with, I just keep telling her I'm going to like, oh, I'll have this to you by this time. I cannot get anything done when I say it's going to be done. Nothing.
there needs to be a punishment
I've missed
you get
every
that
single one of my
audition
that
deadlines.
you'll probably like.
What?
Did you get your audition done last night?
Yes, I did do that, but I sent it 30 minutes after it was due, and it might be too late for it. And I think I may have sent the wrong fucking thing. Like, I don't even know. Like, and was it good? I don't know.
You know what, though? I feel like it
Everything
goes back
I do
to,
is just last minute. I
but
cannot get
asking
things
for
done.
an extension, I don't know. It could be one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, we'll wait for her. Like,
And they can
they'll
always
make
say
you
no. That's my
stronger.
point is like, I ask for extensions knowing that if they say no, then I lose opportunity, and that's that. I'm not like, I know I'm going to get an extension. Like, I ask knowing that the answer could be no.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay, well,
But maybe it
then I
gives you
didn't do
more
it.
value to ask for an extension in a weird way.
I just blow past every single fucking time I set for myself. It's just
What did you do in school when you were late with
stay
something?
up late, stay up the night before every
But
single
I know
fucking
what
day.
made you do it though. Eventually, because the punishment.
Because because I had to turn it in.
No,
There
but
was
why
a
don't you
deadline.
feel that with this deadline? Because
Because-
there's no real punishment.
Well, because people make exceptions for television stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get away with it. And because I have people working for me, like, and I'm paying these people that I'm, not necessarily the people I'm turning in the audition
What if she
to. I'm
calls
not
your
paying.
parents every time?
But like, if someone wants you enough, they'll give you an extension, Or if like,
No, I know.
so that's part
what
of
I'm
it.
saying.
I have
Like
people
these
around
things,
me
like,
that allow me to get
Yeah.
away with things.
Yeah.
But if someone goes, no, you can't do that anymore, and this is a problem, I'd be like, bitch, you're on my payroll. What? You don't get to tell me.
So then what?
But I also realize I always give people, and I do this for everyone. I hope they know this, that when I am running late about something, even Matt the other day at our show, like I went long and the casino was pissed at him because it was like, you need to be off stage by 12 o'clock. I was off stage at 12:10. And Matt got in trouble for it. And I'm like, please let them know it's my fault. There's nothing you could have done. I disobeyed you. So like, you are not in charge of me in that way. And it's not your fault. Please let them know that, like, blame me. So I hope that people know that like Noah, when I forget to give her an ad or I like ask for an extension on an ad I'm due to give her, I never want it to land on her that it's her fault, but she is in charge of getting it from me, so it does ultimately become.
Well, I
probably
learned
her
my
thing.
lesson, and I always broke her for that extra time.
Oh, good.
just-
Yeah, that ad wasn't due
I don't
for
know
a
if I
month
should have
from
told you
now.
that. I don't know if I
No,
should
you're
have
right
mentioned it,
because
but
you know now, like I am not gonna get.
I just
things
know how to
done when I
work
say
with
I'm going
you.
to.
People learn how to work with you, and that's fine. That's a part of the collaborative effort.
Yeah,
wanna
the
be more
airport,
dependable.
the airport situation. We used to that used to bug me, and then you just adapt. And it's not saying that like I also learned that your way isn't necessarily the wrong way. It's a different way than most people do. You know, like showing up, you leave no time in regards to getting the bag there, getting to the air. But I also learned you can do that, and we've only missed, I think, 2 flights in our whole.
Yeah.
I think 2, 3, maybe out of
One
200?
And the one like we've made every show.
we missed one in Bloomington. Remember, we got stuck in traffic. That wasn't necessarily.
yeah.
We did leave late, but that was kind of out of your control.
I don't know. It was probably in my control, but like I really have never. I've maybe missed 2 shows in my 20-year career from
But if
being
you're-
late for the airport.
Yeah.
Because there's always a way around it, and also, I just look at things like it's a show. This is not me going to sign a peace treaty for the end of a war. This is a dumb show at a comedy club, and things get. And yes, I know there's a lot of money riding on it, but I always try my best. But when you start to look at things of like, it's just a show, and then especially for you, like, you can look at it like, it's not my show.
I know that took a while to get to.
Yeah.
Also, you think of whenever you would travel as a kid, there was you had to get to this thing. Like I remember, I missed one flight. You know, my whole life. You don't miss flights really from leaving too late when you only fly once every 5 months. It's like a big thing.
It really annoys me when people are like, I'm packing for a trip next week. I got to start packing. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Over preparing for things really sets me off when people do that. Like, because I'm such a person that doesn't do that I get so annoyed by people who actually do the thing that I wish I could do that I just get so frustrated by them.
But these are skills
Why
you
are you
learn over
packing
time.
for
You've
something a
traveled
week
for
away?
16 years.
Yeah.
So like,
But I never packed
Yeah, that's
a week
true.
before.
Yeah.
Never. I was always the night before.
I remember I
Or
missed
the
one
day of.
flight for like my step family reunion, and I probably missed it because I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And so I got really fucked up.
Who
the
doesn't
night
want to go to a
before.
step family reunion?
What is
Jesus
that? What am I
Christ.
doing there? Why am I there? It was in the middle of Pennsylvania. It was me and like 5 cows in my
God, nothing
hemorrhoid.
good happens in the middle of Pennsylvania. Just,
Except for Wilkes-Barre, that was a hell of a show.
Oh yeah, that's true. That plane crash.
It was so
9/11.
weird being at my step family reunion.
That wasn't a good thing though, but yeah, a brave thing. What?
That was better than my step family reunion.
Yeah, was it terrible? So you missed it?
So I missed it, and then they had to, then they had to change arrangements, and then then you're the one coming
The
late.
thing is,
and it's
you
like-
they don't have to do that. That's on them. They think they can just go on without you. You're the one that missed it. They don't have to change anything. When people go, well, we had to do this because of you. It's like, that's you. You wanted to do that. Just go on without me.
Especially-
I understand if I'm the star of the show. Then I do feel bad. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but we got to go to break.
Yeah.
Let's talk more or less about this when we get back after this, Andrew.
Every steps go to another step. If you keep stepping up, you never step down. But if you step down, don't be sad like a clown.
Okay. All right, we're back.
I'm kind of getting 2 raps in.
Yeah,
to this
you
thing.
are.
I apologize. I'm
That's one of my
sneaking in
favorite
some-
parts of the show is you ending the first segment with a little just like lullaby.
So yeah.
on
So
by.
anyhow, dude, have you seen the new Jackass?
No, I have no interest. I don't like seeing people get hurt.
I don't think you would. I didn't finish. So this is the funniest part about Jackass, and I think you would this would be your favorite prank. They go, Johnny Knoxville opens. He goes, "We weren't gonna do another." It almost sounded like another Godfather. The way he was
Right,
talking about it, he's like, "We never thought we would do another Jackass." And then Jeff Tremaine or whatever, the other guy's like, "We never thought." And then Johnny looks at the camera earnestly. He goes, "But I've been writing for 10 years, and I knew I had to get what I've been writing filmed." Like he talked about like what he's writing is like
It can't be more than what we write in our phone in terms of notes of like
it's literally.
nephew
But
AIDS. Like that's his There's no writing I understand. I call what I do writing too, but it's really just 2 words in a notepad. But I would never say.
I would say what you do writing is more. So then it cuts to the first interview. And it's just a guy putting a tube in his ass with hot sauce. And I'm like, I got to see this. I want to see. I want to see the writing.
Copious notes that he has taken to write with.
Do you think it's a draw, like a stick figure? Or like
the blueprints?
What if it's like a 15-page, beautifully written thing about a guy putting hot sauce in his asshole? Oh my God. I was crying, dude. I was crying.
Just how seriously. He was the only person I ever interviewed that I was just like.
Yeah, you didn't think he was right?
I don't like when people go, I don't like that celebrity because the one time I met him, he wasn't nice to me.
True.
Because who knows what he was going through that day. He might have been up late writing. He might have had a deadline.
Dude, every scene is them putting things in their asshole. So maybe I was just sad because I don't get to.
Something's coming out of yours.
I mean, hot sauce inside your asshole?
I know. My God.
And then they put a popsicle in his asshole to cool it off, and then the guy ate the pops. That's what Johnny wrote. Can I ask you? Know
okay,
what?
Sorry. That's porn I watch every single day of people eating
Yeah, there was a writer.
Off of, yeah.
So
Jesus
you know what's
Christ.
funny? Like I thought, like if Johnny Knoxville was born like 500 years ago, he would just be those fucking weird people that would come up with different ways to torture.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Have you ever been in one of those torture rooms?
No.
I remember. I don't remember when I went, but I saw the table where they would like stretch people.
The thing that God, what the hell? Why is this show all about stretching?
But you know they would do that to people.
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
just imagine that's your job.
They would have 2 horses go in opposite directions and go like, go, and they'd go, die, and then they'd rip you apart. That's a fast one. But man, the one that really gets me is like the iron
What's the
cattle
iron?
or the iron bull. The iron bull, I think it's called. They have this gigantic hollowed out iron bull. It looks like a cow, and they put a person in it naked, and then they put it underneath a flame, and it slowly like heats up and just burns. You're just like, I mean, sorry to everyone listening.
But that's how you make a good porterhouse.
Man, I've thought of some really fucking disgusting creative ways to torture people. Because like the Saw movie franchise, I've talked about it before. I like to read about Squid Game. I like to read about like really morbid things. I don't like to see them, but Saw, I love to read the ways in which they've creatively came up with people like to die.
Yeah.
And like the worst ways. And I've got some.
What's that
really
other
good
movie
ones.
where they die? A Final Destination.
Oh yeah, that one's good too.
That's where you start looking at. It's like this racket's about to murder me. How would this racket fall and murder me?
That really nothing. I can't think of anything creative with that, honestly. But
You've been
there's
thinking
nothing in
about
this
it.
room.
The lights could fall and electrocute
Oh man,
you
I
or
thought
something.
someone was broke into my apartment today and was going to murder me. I was in the shower and I heard a door open, like someone was. I thought it was maybe you, and I go, no, he doesn't. He would never come by this early. There's no chance this is happening. So I pulled back the curtain. I'm just like listening, and I'm also like, and I don't have the dogs with me, so I'm like, fuck, they would be barking if someone. But then I realized I always lock my bedroom too, so I'm like, so this asshole has to get through 2 doors.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm just gonna hurry up and finish this shower, and then I just was like, I accepted that I'm gonna die. There's nothing I can do right now that is gonna prevent me from dying. If there is someone in my house with a knife, I'm dead. There's no me getting out and getting so I'm gonna be dead and less wet. If I get a towel, I'm gonna I just was like, I'm just gonna still finish my shower because
you gotta
chances
get
are I'm not gonna die. But nothing right now. I have no weapons
The
to use in
conditioner
here.
is only halfway through at this point.
I need to.
So wait, so what happened? Do you think someone came in and just
No,
left?
it was. I went out. Eventually, I left the apartment to go get something, and I saw in the hallway there's like a maintenance crew. So there was just some bang that happened out there. They're working on something, so it must have been that. But it's a weird moment to go, I should just finish washing myself because there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I just looked around the bathroom and I kind of was like, what would I grab? I got nothing.
Is there any part of you, that would want
bunion.
a small gun in your room just in case? Some situation like that.
A little small gun,
Like that
just
little-
because it'd be cute.
Yeah, like the one
Yeah.
bullet or one.
Yeah.
The ones that are like,
What are they, like
didn't even
Dillingers
know-
or something?
That probably
Derringers?
won't stop a perpetrator. And
Yeah,
if she'd have to aim it and stuff, it's
Yeah, guns would be too complex. I mean, I even learned from, my book Columbine that Eric Harris broke his own nose with his gun because he didn't know. And he practiced with guns a lot, and he broke his own nose from the back charge of it. And that was one of the reasons he killed himself so early and didn't kill as many people, because he was just like frustrated that he broke his nose.
Really?
Yeah. The things you learn when you read a book about mass shootings, and then a mass shooting happens, and then you're oh my God. I mean, I literally posted yesterday, guys, you should read this book, Parkland, about mass shootings, because it'll teach you a lot about them. And then that guy that wrote that book is like, he's the one that gets called in to talk about these things every time they happen. And on his Instagram story is my repost yesterday of him being like, thanks for celebrating my book. And then getting makeup to go on TV to talk about this fucking thing. I can't even believe I did not know about yesterday's thing until 9:00 at night. I don't know how I missed it. I got like one alert on my phone, and I don't even pay attention to alerts. And usually alerts, unless they say like breaking.
Yeah.
And they don't really do breaking anymore because I guess too many people got. I just saw my news alert did not say breaking. It just said a school and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I get alerts that are like, a school is doing a new kind of book ban. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. So I see school and I don't even think anything of it. And I didn't know about till 9:00 at night.
We're
and then
also
all of a sudden we
numb
look
to
at our
this
phone
shit.
and we go, Mike, 18 fucking
18.
children?
I know.
I mean, when Sandy Hook happened, that was
13 plus 2.
But that was Sandy Hook?
Wasn't that?
That was Columbine was 13 plus 2. Sandy Hook was
like
more.
20.
Yeah, it was more.
Oh, shit.
And it was young kids. I mean, it was just, but I remember that being like almost like that was the biggest thing to happen in months and months. This just felt like, oh yeah. No. And I go, wait, 18 kids? Why is this not being covered more? I just don't understand.
There's so
I feel
many
like it just didn't make as big of an impact. The fact that I, who am on my phone all day, did not know about it.
I feel like this
until
one.
9?
I feel like whatever to get your hopes up or whatever, which is unfortunate. But it was in Texas, which is the biggest gun happy state.
Wait, to get my hopes up? What are you talking about?
No. To get our hopes up in regards to like any kind of reform's going to happen.
Oh, nothing's going to happen.
But it's
Nothing.
It's in Texas.
I'm done. I have no hope. I'm really one of these people. I don't care.
I get that.
I'm ready
I get
to give
that.
up because it's done. Climate change is humanity's over, guys. Count us out. Like no one's gonna change anything because
I know, but I'm just saying.
If I just need to sit this one out. I'm just tired of caring because they're not gonna do anything. After reading this
But
Columbine
we
and
can't
Parkland
become
book,
that numb to it because then it will never change.
well, I'm out.
Things have changed. They stopped stretching, guys. They stopped stretching,
Well,
guys.
at some point you're on that stretching table and you're going, oh, I hope something happens where this isn't going to happen, and you just have to accept your fate. That's how I feel. I feel like we are on.
It reminds me of the Carlin thing, but
that's how I
remember
feel.
when his daughter asked him, "Why do you still perform?" And then he couldn't say anything. I like that. I like that question because why do anything then? If everything's gonna go to shit.
Because it's just I can't. This is why I don't get excited about things anymore because when they don't happen, I get so sad and it ruins my life to be in constant states of disappointment about.
I get that.
So if I stop caring what the Republicans I know they won't do, then they can't hurt me. Like if I have zero expectations for them because I have zero anymore. They're heartless, money grubbing, disgusting, deplorable. Like just they're the people. I don't even know how they get away with it anymore. Of just these. Even yesterday, I posted. They said Matthew McConaughey hinted at gun reform. How do you hint about gun reform? Hinting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a break. Well, and then that makes a news headline. Why? Because it's bad that he hinted, or because it should be making a headline that he hinted about it.
Oh, he's a Texas boy.
Who the fuck cares?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying, though.
This is why I can't care, because it makes me so upset, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
But can I?
Yes.
I'm not trying to like judge your caring.
No, my lack of caring.
When you say the world's gonna end, whatever, people don't realize, and it's like the Carlin thing when Roseanne was interviewing him, and like, no, you do care so much that when nothing happens, then you're like,
yeah, that's why I can't care anymore, because I care too much.
But people want to see that you do care that much, because when you just go, I don't care because everything's gonna end, they don't realize it's because you care that much. And I'm not saying that for your public whatever persona, because So point being though, he bought the guns legally as an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
He bought 350 375 rounds. What, like, who the fuck, like, how is there not a cutoff
Why
for
does
that?
a teenager need an assault rifle?
Yeah,
Why?
you bought two. I mean,
And
but I'm
it's
just
all
saying, like, they
because
have no
they're scared
argument.
we're going
with
to
this.
take their guns. Like, why do they get to do everything to why do they get to slowly cut things from women's health care, and we know where this is going. You're going to take everything, and then you get mad at us and go, we're not going to take everything, even though you actually do, and that is your goal, even though you say you're not going to ever overturn Roe versus Wade, and then that's ultimately what you do when you're chopping away at it slowly, and that is what you do. And then when we say all we want is more gun reform, we want to be able to have background checks on people before they get guns. We want to have longer waiting periods. We don't want teenagers
Registry.
to have assault rifles. We want registries that are actually digitized and not in just these old books. Nothing's in a fucking computer. That's what we want. And you say, no, we know where this is going. You're going to take away our guns. Why don't you believe us when we say
You
we're
know
not
why?
going to?
Because
you
they do
don't.
it.
Because
Because they
you
do
know
it.
that you don't do it.
Yeah.
That's why you're scared of yourselves, because you know you have no backbone. You know you have nefarious goals that you are putting into place. So, it's all projection. They think we're going to do exactly what they're doing to us, which is lie.
Yeah.
When really all we want is for children not to die. Have your fucking guns. I don't give a fuck if you like guns. Have your hobby. I don't care.
Yes.
How is this? This is ad nauseum. I mean, who isn't feeling this way? This is the thing that bothers me. How could if you look in this Parkland book I'm reading, 90% of people, even gun owners, agree that there should be background checks for people before they get guns. 90%. The guy in the book says there's nothing politically that the country agrees on 90% wise. There's literally nothing except this. Yet they still won't budge because there's that 10% and the people of the NRA that convince everyone that means they're going to take all the guns if we budge even an inch. So the NRA's platform is we don't budge an inch because they'll take everything. So we stay the way it is. And it's like, any other entity works that way, where there's no being like, oh, let's tweak this. That's why they're called amendments that happen, because we didn't get it right the first time. You have to amend things.
I looked at how much money the NRA is giving.
It's not even that much.
That's the fuck.
It's not even that much.
Look, is $1 million to someone a lot of money? Is $1 million worth fucking hundreds of kids dying? Not even close. The most Mitt Romney gets 14 million, but mostly it's around like $1 million. So for $1 million, where all these people are already making good money. Like, they have money coming in from all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, you have $0. Here's $1 million for dead kids. And then they're like, okay, wow, $1 million, that'd change my whole life. These fuckers already have millions of dollars. So it's like,
and we need to stop talking.
Anyhow.
I don't want to look at that guy's face. I don't want to know the guy's name that did it. I don't want to see his face. I don't want just anytime you see that, turn it off, you guys.
unless it's in a book 25 years later.
No, the book I'm reading does not mention the killer.
Oh.
Columbine did, because that was
Yeah.
already out.
I
don't even know the name of the Parkland guys. He calls him the killer the entire time. There's no pictures, nothing.
That's good.
Someone sent me something about Parkland and it had the killer's face in it. I'm like, I don't want to see that kid. Give him nothing, because the reason these shootings keep happening is because these kids want to be famous. They all, there's some huge, this is all in the Parkland book, because he breaks down why this keeps happening, and people don't understand. It's because we glorify these people. It's because we put them in the news constantly talking about them. And these guys want to be remembered. They want to go down in infamy. And if we stop talking about these people, all of these shooters, they go in and they look at what they've been doing, the notes that they have, all the writing they've been doing, all the
Knoxville, yeah.
and they always worship other school shooters. They always have a hero complex about these people that we've built up in the media. So it is the media's job to stop talking about these killers.
And a lot of
And
times
for
they
us-
survive too, in the sense of like, oh, I could do all this and I might make
No,
it out alive.
they're suicidal.
You
They
think they
want to
wanna
die.
die?
Oh yeah,
This guy died. This latest
and he
guy
died the way that the Columbine kids wanted to die, but the Columbine kids did not get to do in a shootout with the cops.
Mm-hmm.
That is a way of glory of going out, is being they have it all built in their head.
I read about this kid. He had a lisp. So I'm
No,
like,
I don't even
that
want to
makes
talk
sense.
about. We're not talking about the kid.
No,
We're
no,
not,
but the list.
Honestly, we're not.
But
talking
he has
about
a
it.
list. I have a list.
Let's get to the news. Let's do one good news story.
But I have a list.
Okay.
It's about me.
Bunions. LeBron, ham drip.
Turkey
You heard
drip.
it here first. Yeah, you heard it here first.
If I had LeBron James feet, it's either basketball player or shooting someone. Those things are
Oh my
terrible.
God, come on. Do you want to say your thing that you say for the news?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, folks. You know what that means. It is Wednesday. Hope you're having all the swells out there. I know it's tough right now, but I don't know. It's not a joke. It's just being honest.
And
back
you know
to
what?
Noah.
It'll happen again and again and again. It's just going to keep happening. Don't, this isn't the last one, unfortunately. Noah.
Okay, so this news story, I was inspired by your Instagram live yesterday, where you took everyone around your crib.
Yeah,
off
I
stuff.
did a tour of my house. And
The
I
whole
showed
house?
everyone how dirty I am and how messy everything is, just so they could feel better about themselves. It gave me an idea. I
You
want
showed
to
him
do.
the Encino Man shower?
Yeah.
You ever seen an Encino Man?
No.
Oh my god!
What's Encino?
I'll show you one scene when they find Encino. They find
You're
the
not
caveman.
spoiling anything for me, by the way.
I know. I'm just
I don't
trying.
think
They
she's gonna
find the
watch it.
caveman because there's like a muddy
Oh,
like track.
right.
It looks
because
exactly.
of my. I didn't go in that shower room, but I wasn't like avoiding anything. I would have showed them that. Yeah, there's footprints of my like spray tan that I
So
did.
it
in
looks
that
like a caveman that walked
shower.
through.
No. Okay. So Noah, what were you inspired by?
Okay, so I was just looking up, articles about why people buy stuff, and I found something very interesting. You can't buy your way to happiness. Don't fall into the retail therapy traps. So, an estimated 1 to 5% of the population suffers from shopping addiction, a compulsion to buy more, even in the face of mounting debt, as people
Yeah.
struggle with anxiety, OCD, and other mental health issues. I'm not saying this is your
Yeah.
thing. This is just
No.
For-
well, point
So-
taken.
so.
But
Here's what the marketing and shopping relies on. Shopping feels good when we're unhappy because it makes us feel like we're taking action, psychologists have found. But if you frequently use shopping to improve your spirits, you might be vulnerable to manipulative ads and website designs. Tricks like faux flash sales, meaningless countdown timers, and designs that lead you to click more expensive options are called dark patterns. And researchers at Princeton found thousands of examples by crawling through the code of e-commerce sites.
I mean, there's so many things that get me all the time of like, 50 to 60% off already, like, and then you get a discount you get to type in a promo code. So it makes it feel like you're doing something to get that discount. Then
But it's already so high priced, so it's not even a discount. really.
Intentional.
Bloomingdale's is having a sale right now that's like 50% off already marked down prices. And it's like, how do you not fall for that? And then I go and I'm looking at it and I'm just like, this isn't like something special for me. This is for everyone. This is, it's already so marked up. This is so stupid.
You know what? When I buy clothes when I don't feel good about myself, which is kind of what she's saying.
Yeah.
When I'm like exercising and feeling like I'm like, oh, I could look good in a regular plain T-shirt. I don't need anything to make me feel like I look good. That in my mind, that's what happens with me. It's like when I'm more confident in myself and feeling, I don't know.
Yeah,
just-
you buy things
I
because
buy-
you need to dress up the fact that you're miserable.
Yes. And so
Yes.
that's usually what happens with my brain. Like I remember I was in a store. I was like, I don't need a new pair of jeans. I look good in my jeans, like the ones I already have. Like
Yes.
because I feel good about myself.
Yeah, I
and
buy
my body
things
and
for
whatever.
sure to feel better. Like I definitely get in those streaks of like wanting to buy a lot of stuff, like buying like like I'm obsessed with buying toys for Poppy and Arlo. Like because for me it's almost like stuff I didn't get as a child that I really
Yeah.
wanted, or like just knowing how much it would lift my spirits as a kid. Like getting toys as a kid is just it's crack.
heaven.
It's like it was.
Would you get that one
Unreal
like
how good
$50 bill too? Oh my god! When you get cash as a kid, I don't know if they even know what cash is now, but
Yeah,
as a kid, when my grandpa got
when
that
I
one
give
card,
Arlo a Venmo, he fucking
a request,
yeah.
to give that
it's-
money back that you lent them.
Yeah, I definitely do
3%.
retail therapy, and it's really embarrassing to admit that because I feel like I am a savvy consumer, but you really can't outsmart your subconscious that these people know how to hack and
Ugh.
like all the things that they convince you.
So take me
Of all
through
the
a
time.
step of like, where are you seeing are you seeing the ad on like where are you seeing these ads that get you?
Usually
Because you're not on
they-
TikTok, because that's a good one. They
it's,
really
it's
get you.
Instagram. An ad will come up where I go, No, but usually it's things that I convince myself when I seek them out and I find them, but they don't. They make me feel like I've found it.
Yeah.
When really they found me.
It's like we've been playing hide and seek this whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's
the
how good they are.
strategist, the New York Times, the New York Times magazine has a blog called The Strategist, and it's about consumerism. It's like just people who like to buy things and like buying the best of something, which interests me because I want to buy quality things.
But that's how they trick you. New York Times.
Yeah.
It's for smart people.
Gorgeous layout, really
Yeah.
really savvy, chic, good taste. People like with good taste, people who are doing a lot of consumer reviews and like so it's always like fashion designer's favorite pair of jeans. And it's like, okay, well, I gotta get these. Or so that
Yeah.
a lot of times I will go to the strategist and I will like look through that, or it'll be like, Lily Reinhart's 10 things she can't live without. And I'm like, let me just see what she can't live without. That's why I have all these new like throat cough drop things, is because Rob Thomas did like 10 things I can't live without on The Strategist, and one of them was this throat
I
spray that
watched
actually is awesome.
GQ has a 10 things I can't live without videos too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I look around, I snoop around those.
Yeah.
I was like, if they can't live without them, I can't live without them. But you know what? I guess that's better than almost like being like, oh, I need $30,000 red bottoms, $30,000 red bottom. Like there could be the other way. At least you're looking for deals to get like good things.
And I'm looking, now that I have
opposed
money,
to
I'm
being the
trying to
other way.
spend a lot of money on things that will last me forever. Like I really would love to just not to get to a place. I'm trying to get to a place where I don't buy things
So just
that
buy a
much.
bunch
So I
of
just
can
want to
of
buy
beans.
stuff that, yeah,
yeah.
jerky. I want all my shoes to be made of beef jerky,
I
And-
went to a golf place today and
freeze dried ice cream.
and I have these two putters that I don't use anymore that I can trade in, which 6 months ago I would have already traded in and I would have got new iron. And like, I hit these irons and the old me would have bought them, and I was like, I can somehow, you just do something so much that your brain just goes, this is an impulse. At least you got to hit them. You don't need them.
Yes.
In a week they'll just be regular irons, and you're gonna want different like.
Yeah, you can already see ahead.
It's so hard though in the moment. It's so hard.
Yeah. Mine is always impulsive. I never buy things. If I have a plan to buy something, it won't happen. If I'm like, I need to get a new car. I mean, I've been looking for a new car for 2 years.
Here's the thing
It's
though.
never gonna
You would
happen.
buy it. You might have a new car if you could have just went like
Clicked.
that.
Yep. Add to cart, buy. Because it's for me, it's always
yes.
compulsive and impulsive.
So actually, them taking so long is the reason.
It's the reason why I don't have a car. It's 100% the reason I don't have a car, because I just don't feel like sitting. I would have bought that car the other day, but I just did not. I would have a car right now if it didn't take 3 hours. I would have many cars.
That's what I'm saying. They're saving you. You would have had your own Jay Leno.
I would have
garage.
a lot more guitars if
Yeah.
you
Here's the
if I could
thing.
if guitars weren't so based on like once I get them in my hands how they're gonna feel.
This all goes back to you. If you can't easily buy a gun, you probably wouldn't get a gun as much.
Yeah.
It's just like that fucking simple, dude.
Might think about things a little bit more. There might be more things that might intervene between you
How about
and
this?
doing
It should
the
take
thing with the
3
gun.
hours to get a gun. If it takes
Yeah,
3
why don't
hours
we-
to get a car, give me 7 hours to get a gun. You have to sit in a room for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And people go, well, then you're going to come after my
I mean,
22.
the biggest point is like you can't drink until you're 21. Why do you get to have a gun? That's
Because
so
you got to look
weird.
cool before you can't drink.
You got to saunter into that saloon.
You know
With
what
a
gun I want?
revolver
I
on
want
your
that
hip.
lighter gun. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that lighter gun. That's pretty cool.
God, it's just
That's what 7 hours. 7 hours.
7 hours. That is really funny. The wait time should be as long as car dealerships.
Yes. And you have to go through the whole process. They got to sell it. They got to be like, well, and then you got to go through all the shitty jokes that they tell you. But no, you just go to Walmart. You go, hey, I'll take that AR-15 that could kill 300 people in 3 seconds.
There you go.
Ari has a story. Our friend Ari,
RE15.
Ari Finling.
Mm-hmm.
He worked at
Sporting goods.
a sporting. Did you read his story? He worked at a sporting goods store about a store. This guy came up to him, asked for a fucking gun, and then when he went to grab the gun, the guy went to grab it without putting his fingerprints on it. And Ari goes, I can't sell this to a guy that doesn't want to grab it with his own hands.
What?
So then he goes to his supervisor. He goes, I don't feel comfortable
And the
selling.
supervisor felt
Supervisor
A-okay.
goes, you go over to this section
And
while I take care of this customer.
because I want to make commission on this.
yeah,
kid.
dude. They don't give a fuck.
People just don't give a fuck. It's all about making money.
Maybe the
So that
guy.
you can
maybe the
spend
guy
to make
had-
yourself feel better. It all comes full circle.
Maybe
Let's
he had a
get
Bill Murray
to
phobia.
why do I care? Why do I care? All right, Noah, why do I care? Today I
Okay.
don't care about a lot of stuff. I've given up caring, but let's see if
Because
I care
you
about
care.
this. Because I care, yeah, that's true.
Maya Henry's belongings are still at ex Liam Payne's house as the singer goes public with new love Aliana Mala.
Okay.
So he had a baby, right? Or she had a baby with him, right?
I don't know what I don't know any of the One Direction.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. They're very. I mean, she's
Wait,
21.
Liam is.
I think Liam. It's the other one that Zayn. Zayn had a baby.
No,
Maybe
but-
Liam did
no,
too.
I feel like Liam had a baby with an older, someone that's older, like 9 years older.
Right.
Is this the one?
Yeah, maybe. Well, anyway, her things are still at his place.
So
Okay.
her belongings are still at his place. A pal says, and
No, Pat.
so basically her car and stuff is at the singer's house. This is such a blow for Maya. She's making arrangements to get her belongings out of his house so she can move on and forget they were ever together. And I wanted to know, have you guys ever lost something in a breakup because you just didn't want to go pick it up?
Just my heart.
Oh, well, besides that.
I've
That's
kept
worth
things.
nothing. You've kept. Oh.
Yeah, because it was just too much to give back, and I also thought that if I gave it back, the person would probably throw it away, and I actually want this thing.
And it's tough for you with returns. Call back. Ham trip.
It's
32, maybe 18 episodes. What if your ex-boyfriend gave you a return label?
That's a good
So
idea.
funny.
That's a good business.
Ex return labels? That's not a bad business.
Yeah, I like that.
That's hilarious. But did you not want to see him face to face and give it to him?
No, I think it was like a birthday present I had given him that I thought was really cool that he didn't like. And so, or I just sensed he didn't care about it as much as I thought it was cool. And I thought, if I give this to him, it'll probably remind him of me and he probably won't keep it. So I'm just going to keep it.
What
Because
was
I
it?
like it.
Can I ask what it was?
It's painting.
A painting.
Yeah, it's hanging in my living room and he sees it every time he comes over. Yeah. But it's true. Like, I think that he just didn't like it that much. And like, sometimes I do this. I buy gifts for people and I think it's great. And I think they're going to think it's great because I think it's so great. And then they don't.
When I got
and
you
I'm
those
like,
earrings.
yes, those earrings you got me.
Those turquoise. Which your
need to get
parents
your-
said look good.
Yeah, my parents did like them. Maybe you need to get your ears pierced and have those.
That's true. I could just re-pierce them. The top
yeah,
one
you
that my
like the
dad
top
said
one.
was infected with gay.
God.
Pretty much. But he didn't say it was gay.
You
but
never had any girlfriends that you've like exchanged stuff with though, besides the one that.
fluids.
Oh God, gross.
Fluids is also another word. Mucus, terrible word.
I mean, who's tossing that word around? It's like I don't think it's not a word you hear a lot outside of
Sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in health.
Mucinex.
That little booger guy.
Oh yeah, that's a good mascot. I like him.
It definitely makes you want to buy the product.
Yes.
Like if I could get rid of
That guy. If I can inconvenience that disgruntled, overworked, alcoholic booger in my nose that's like abusive to his family, I'll get him out. I'm gonna evict him.
No, mucus came up because Brenna was sick again and had mucus coming out of her eyes.
What?
Oh, mucus eyes, Brenna.
Eyes?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh no, that's an infection. Then mucus is infected.
Yeah, she's on antibiotics, and
Fuck.
I thought she got COVID again. 2 in a month. No cove.
No go.
Just old school. Old school
old school
mukes.
sickness.
Yeah,
God.
yeah, dude. Remember those?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Remember a sinus infection?
Oh yeah, I used to get them all the
I
time.
know, but-
all the time. I was like, I have chronic.
I think I
sinus
had a sinus infection. I'm not
My
kidding.
dad
For
would be
like
like,
7
if,
months.
if your
time.
snot is yellow, sinus infection.
Yeah, yes.
And mine was always yellow. Mine was orange. Mine was sienna, burnt sienna. And I'm like, Dad, so I need help. Let's get to our Wednesday wildcard segment. We're doing Finish My Sentence, but it's not Finish My Sentence. We're doing Finish My UberEats Order. Uber Eats, of course, is the app that you can get stuff delivered from restaurants, but now they can deliver pretty much anything. Pretty much anything. Not actually anything, but you can get anything from the Uber Eats app within reason. So Andrew and I decided to do a little experiment where we try to finish each other's Uber Eats orders, where we get things that are, like you can get stuff other than stuff at restaurants. Like I always thought Uber Eats is just restaurants, but now you can get stuff from pharmacies, like the stuff that you need around the house, grocery items that you might need. So if you check out the Uber Eats app, you can see in your area what kind of stuff you can get. And it really is like almost just about anything that you need, household items, grocery items that you think, oh, Uber Eats doesn't have that. They actually do. So check it out and you'll see what we got each other. So Andrew picked out grocery items for me because last time I did his grocery order. And this time I placed his pharmacy order and got things for him from a pharmacy. He got things for me from a grocery store. And now we're going to go through each other's orders that we placed for each other, trying to get the order as correct as possible that each other would make if we were up to it on our own. And you, yourself, just like me and Andrew, can order with the Uber Eats app today. Andrew, you want to go through what you got me first? And yours was grocery items. I'm dying to know what you got me.
I don't know.
I really hope you did a good job because I actually want things I'm going to use.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're not easy to shop for, especially grocery-wise.
That's not true. I couldn't be more explicit about what I like.
I'm telling you, but
I've been on the grocery app, and there are many things on there that I liked that I didn't get for me because I wasn't able to place it because I was placing it for you last week.
What grocery? Okay,
It's the same store.
Same store.
All right.
There were things on there that I go, God, I hope Andrew gets this for me eventually.
Okay.
This
got
segment
you.
is always just very hard for me because I feel
You
my
don't
big
feel
thing is
seen.
like
I
I don't
get it.
feel
You don't
seen. I'm
feel
like,
seen.
how can my friends ever think that I
Didn't
would like
you need
that?
Band-Aids 3 weeks after I bought them?
Yeah, but your Band-Aids, again, the ones you got me were
Yeah.
gigantic ones that you used to cover up a gunshot wound. Sorry, ham drip. But like I need little ones.
Yeah, but you had that intruder just a few hours ago.
That's a good point. All right. Well, you're right. Okay, go on.
I see you, by the way. I do.
We'll see. Let's
You know
see.
who doesn't see you? This grocery store. All right, I got you your favorite bubbly water. I got you seltzer water from a place in Texas that you really like. So
Okay,
I got
I
you
like that.
a few of those
Oh, thank
and Big
you.
Daddy ones.
Okay.
I got you your favorite. I know you don't make coffee at home, but in case you do eventually, or if you want more and they're not putting enough in your
That's always a
coffee
good
at
thing that
Starbucks,
like if you have one of those coffee makers with the pods.
I got you almond milk.
Oh, you got me almond milk to put in. Okay, great. Now
Just in
is
case
it?
you need more.
Well, what kind? How many? How much sugar is in this almond milk?
5 grams.
You can keep it. Go on.
There wasn't 0 grams.
I'm guessing there probably was.
Here's the thing. Do a quarter of it.
That's
Okay.
true. No. I'll actually use that. I'll use that. But it's a little.
Still seen
I'm seeing, man. You're seeing.
guacamole.
Okay.
You're not a huge guac head anymore.
No, but I will. I'll get back into guac. You know what? I need a gateway guac
This
to
is a
get
good-
me back into it because I forget. Sometimes you forget how much you love a food, and that's one I'm actually craving right now.
Isn't it weird?
I put some guacamole on a rice cake. People think I eat rice cakes because it's anorexic food. I love the consistency of a rice cake. I love how, we talked about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at the bottom of your lunch bag, how they absorb the peanut butter and jelly. I like that a rice cake I just love the consistency. So I will put guacamole on a rice cake immediately. Okay?
I got you your favorite protein bars.
That
Can't say
I
what
can't
kind that you
eat
can't
anymore.
eat.
Oh, really? Are they ones that don't have any dairy in them?
Yes.
I mean,
Based on
literally-
the name?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, love it. And is the flavor possibly something that I'll be celebrating next week?
They didn't have that
No.
They had
Okay.
that.
Well, still, I like all those flavors a lot. And I know the bar you're talking about. They recently redid the chemistry of it, so it's a lot like.
But
more
these have
supple.
sugar in them.
Not a lot.
Okay.
Show me how many grams. What, 6?
No.
How much?
Yeah, I don't think.
No, they're like 2 grams.
Oh.
I think that those bars have like 2 grams.
Oh, total sugar, but total carbs.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about carbs.
Oh, then okay. Well, then maybe let's go back on this almond milk.
Yeah, I'm talking about sugar, man.
Oh, 5.
Searching for
No,
sugar, man.
sometimes like the net.
It's a great documentary. It's
About
also
carbs.
something that
About a guy that
I think the whole carb craze is just so stupid. And I know that people are going to write to me and be like, Nikki, your comments about sugar are really triggering me today. You know what? They trigger me too. I'm just being honest with myself. Sugar is something that I get obsessed with, and I don't like a lot of it because I don't floss my teeth enough. And also carbs, I don't give a fuck about carbs.
there's net sugar. So I learned about
I don't want
this.
to talk about
they use the fiber to subtract. I learned that.
fibers of nuts.
Fibers and Nets, which is a new movie coming out from Casey Affleck.
Okay, is that what you got for me?
Does it feel like a Casey Affleck movie?
Is there one more thing?
Yeah,
There
there's
should be
one more
something
thing, and this is, I think, really seen. I feel like you don't have this enough around the house.
Oh my God, is it pepper? It's a
It is-
condiment?
It's a seasoning blend, which you just don't
Love
have.
a seasoning blend.
You
What
never-
kind of seasoning blend are we talking about? You don't have to give a brand name, but you can say what kind it is.
Yeah, like the
I mean,
mixture.
I don't know what's in here.
Well, just tell me.
Okay, you got.
Oh, she's married. The woman that made this blend is married.
She is married, but you know what? She could leave at any second.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. What's in it?
You got onion.
How much sodium are we talking in this thing? What percentage of my daily sodium?
0.
Really?
There's no. It's salt
It's
free.
just herbs. It's herbs.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You're just changing my life, Andrew. Good job. You did good.
All right.
Okay, let me get to yours.
I know what you got me. You got me my anus.
Okay, well, I noticed
Anus hair?
earlier this week, that you had your hair was a little bit fluffier and poofier in the front, and you had told me that you used a gel, correct?
No, a paste.
A paste.
No.
Okay.
Styling cream.
A styling cream. And I thought, you know what would maybe work better for him is a styling mousse. So he got you a curl mousse.
Okay.
All right. Then,
A mousse? People don't wear mousse anymore, do they?
yeah.
Yes, they
All
do.
right.
A mousse is a very popular thing for curls.
I love the name.
And then I got you, so you told us about the tail that's coming out.
Yeah, I told you the story.
Yeah. So I got you medicated wipes, that hemorrhoidal wipes with witch hazel. They're maximum strength formula. They're flushable. They're cooling, soothing, gentle, soft. They're individually wrapped for convenience, and they're easy to reuse for hemorrhoidal and vaginal care. So, Brenna can use them.
Reuse?
No, to use.
Oh, to you. I thought you said reuse.
Well, yeah, don't do that.
No, that sounds great. I love those.
Yeah, so that'll feel good. You can just keep those in your wallet next to condoms or whatever. I guess you don't use. Then I got you, I know you love, I got you this thing that I don't think I've ever heard you really try this, but if you ever have sleep problems, especially on the road, if you're having trouble getting to sleep, I got you melatonin in a very low dose, the lowest dose I've ever seen.
How many grams?
And they're gummies, so that you can.
I love gummies.
Yes, and it's
Problem with
2.5
gummies,
milligrams.
Your boy will eat a gummy when
this
he's
will-
hungry.
Well, this will keep you from eating them because you will fall asleep if you eat these.
All right.
Okay. So then I also got you.
This is cool. I like putting mousse on, a little asshole gel,
Oh, this
and go
one
right
you're
to
gonna
bed.
like. Now, this is for when you go out to the golf course or you're
Ooh.
ever outside. It's very masculine, but it is. Do you wear a SPF on your face?
I need to.
So good that you do. I got you thing that is for it's like branded for men. It's kind of like it's 70 plus SPF.
Damn.
It won't clog your pores, resists sweat off, and oxybenzone free. It's water resistant for 80 minutes, and it's for sports. And it's #1 dermatologist
I
recommended.
can't believe 70.
70.
I didn't even know it goes up that
I didn't
high.
know either.
I remember putting on like 15 as a kid.
So, and then I also got
What's SPF
you
stand for? Do you know?
direct to skin heat wraps. These are powerful pain. They're hot therapy to ease away the pain plus deep muscle relaxation. And I'm keeping these because I never got my heating pad, so I got myself these.
That's bullshit.
And it was a
From
lot
last
cheaper
time.
than the heating pad, by the way. This was a fraction of the. I almost bought myself the heating pad, but it would have cut into your supplies too much. So I got these for myself.
Time out. What's SPF stand for?
It's when you get.
Is that Charlie Puth, bro?
Yes, when you get a hair in your mouth, you go. Sun protection forever.
I just want to know how they break it down. I just don't know what. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's the minutes it lasts.
It says, "Oh
Or
yeah."
no.
No,
Something
it's
like
like
that.
the amount. it's like if you would burn in 3 minutes, this will make you burn 70 times that. Like you can go 70 times 3 for the amount of time that you won't burn.
It's
Why
sun
3 is
protection factor.
Okay, so isn't it like whatever the number is, it's that you can times the amount of time it would take you to get burnt. Like you'll get burnt 70 times. What do you know what I'm saying?
No, what is she saying?
I
So
don't
it's
know.
an FV of 15.
Oh,
so
Noah's reading it and she
if you
still
get burnt,
doesn't
if in 1 minute, if you get burnt, this will make it go to 15 minutes. It'll take you to burn. So 15 times the amount of time.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it.
so
got it,
70,
got it.
70 minutes you could probably not get
I could be
burnt.
wrong, no, but that's if you get burnt in 1 minute. If it takes you 15 minutes to get burnt, it's
Oh.
70 times 15 minutes.
Damn,
So
okay.
70 times the amount of regular
That makes
protection.
sense. Okay.
Yeah. So,
It's got to be thick.
are you excited about any of the items I got in your Uber
I'm
Eats
excited
order?
just to put that on my nose and act like, an old lifeguard.
Well, it's not zinc. It's gonna rub in. Do you want to
should-
try it now? Do you want me to give you a little?
Yeah, put a little on there. I'm going out in the sun.
Don't worry, I'm covering it here.
Oh,
Fingers. There you go. Now rub it all over your face. It is not going to clog your pores. I think Brenna will will like it because it's
perfect.
yeah. And this heat wrap, I'm so
it.
excited to get this going.
Hey,
my period is until next
Stay
week.
away. Stay
Oh,
away.
he's practicing being a lifeguard.
Stay
Stay away.
100 yards away from the pier. They're fishing. They're fishing. I know you want a boogie board. That's where the waves are, but I'm sorry. Seriously.
No, rub it all in.
Get
Andrew.
away from the pier.
Andrew. Rub it all in.
Get away. I always wanted to be that guy. And then they get angrier and angrier.
Yes. I watched last night. So by the way, anyone can use this Uber Eats app. So make sure you try out getting just random grocery
Good idea.
items, things that you need from the pharmacy. Just, any of the stuff that we just ordered, you can get right away to your door, your front door, so much faster than making a whole trip of it. Because sometimes you just need 1 or 2 things. You don't want to make a whole grocery store trip because then you go and you end up spending so much more money than you would if you just got someone to go get it for you. You don't have to leave. Oh, treat yourself. Try the Uber Eats app today. Final thought. Last night, are you watching Love on the Spectrum, the the US edition?
No.
It's really, really good. God, I love that show so much. It's sweet. It's everything that this, the other
The
episodes
last
were.
one was?
Yeah. I was also watching the new Ricky Gervais
I got
special. What'd you
yeah,
think?
I didn't watch enough of it.
Yeah. But
So I went from Jackass. I want to hear someone
Yeah.
actually talk and not just put Legos
Someone who
in their
actually
asshole.
wrote.
Yeah. And then I was like, I don't want that either. I don't know what I want. And then I put on.
Yeah, are you a Ricky Gervais fan?
I'm a fan-ish of him.
Yeah.
He comes off a little pompous to me, but I obviously appreciate his work.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit. And then I put on Letterman interviewing someone, and I hated that too. I couldn't find anything that. Like,
Oh yeah, for the This Is My Next Guest. Or
it was Cardi B, and it was just like. It was.
I'm very uncomfortable watching Letterman right now. I don't like when people come out of retirement to do things. I'm just like, go relax. Like, it makes me sad because it makes me realize that, like, I guess I project and I think that someday I'm going to want to quit, and then I'll quit doing whatever I'm doing and like just finally have time to hang out with my family and leisure time, and I'm going to want to keep working. And I'm not going to really have the same like gusto that I had before. There's just something, I just want Letterman to just go be.
Your celebrity status, right? Like, I think.
Your fucking nose with that
What's
stuff
up?
on it.
What's up?
It's
Back
okay.
to pier.
I just know that I'm not going to be running on any wet surfaces if you're around. I'm scared to get yelled at.
Look, it's not. I just want the best for what's on the beach. I'm not like
So
trying
funny.
to be
I
an
do
asshole.
not relate a lifeguard to being on the beach. I relate them to being at a pool.
Rusty was a lifeguard, my ex-business partner.
Wait, what's the thing that you were going to say about David Letterman and my celebrity status? You said.
He interviews like what you would consider the A of the A.
Yeah, A-list. A.
And that kind of annoys me. Like, and I'm not even close to like that world to think, I've had dreams of him
of
interviewing me
Letterman interviewing you in your shower.
in Wyoming,
Yes. Yeah.
where he came to my house.
Wait, was your dream?
Yeah, he came to me. I made
Wait,
him
that
come-
wasn't even a show yet. He was
No.
only still doing his studio one,
Yeah.
and you were dreaming of him coming to
Holy
Wyoming?
shit. Yeah,
Weird, dude.
I know.
Why are you in Wyoming? I've never even heard you say that word.
I already retired and I was living on a pasture. I already made enough money.
Letterman's still alive when you're retired?
Yeah, I hit it big early.
Your fantasies make no fucking sense.
What's that one movie? Hangover?
Okay, but go on.
So I was kind of that realm. You know how, what's his name? Galifianakis lives off the grid?
Oh, okay. Oh, I was not his character in the movie.
No, him now.
Okay.
I pictured myself as a Bill Murray-ish. I'll come
But it's
back
just
to do a
weird
movie.
when Letterman still had his late night show that you would fantasize about him interviewing you and it wouldn't even be in his studio. It would be on your farm in Wyoming, which wasn't a thing. Letterman wasn't doing like house calls.
No, not yet.
Okay, so
whoever
it annoys you because you think I will never be able to be interviewed by him.
That, and it just comes off very like
elitist.
And that's the same thing
Met
with Gervais.
Gala.
I don't like elitism, and it's someone.
And Letterman's supposed to be a man of the people that
Yes.
just like is like funny and like doesn't take celebrity too seriously. And
That
it's
was his
putting
whole thing.
That was his whole thing,
Yes.
and now he's worshiping Cardi B.
Yes, that's the problem.
And Billie Eilish. No offense to them, they're extraordinary talents, but like I just don't buy. He's a comedian. He's not an interviewer. Letterman was never someone that was like getting the truth out of people.
Yes.
Like I want to see Katie Couric interview someone. I want to see Meredith Vieira. I want to see, I don't even know, like Brian Gumbel.
Here's the thing. When
But
you
like,
go.
Ed Bradley, but not,
Yeah.
David Letterman, he's supposed to do comedy.
That's
Why is he
you're
interviewing
putting
these
into
people?
words exactly how I feel. And then I go, you know what though? It goes back to him going to Wyoming. Him going to them, he's losing all his power. He had power when he had the show. He had the
Yes.
desk.
Yes.
You had to impress him. Now he's trying to
There is
impress them.
something
and it's
I
just
feel like he has dropped a little bit of that like
ego,
and
Yeah.
so he's a little bit more like receptive to like getting to know people and being interested in them as opposed to like
he's interested in the A-listers.
yes, that's the
That's
problem.
the problem.
It's such
It feels.
But guess who
doesn't
isn't
feel real.
who isn't interested in A-listers? It brings us back to everything. Like
I know.
everyone wants money, everyone wants fame. That's everyone.
I know, but I just I have trouble getting caught up.
I am excited though because he interviewed my friend Robin Tran. She's a transgender comedian for that Netflix is a Joke Festival and did an interview with Robin. And Robin is by no means an A-lister. And I thought that's going to be cool. I can't wait to see that.
And Rosebud, I think, did that.
Oh, Rosebud got interviewed by Letterman?
Yeah, it was like a stand-up showcase kind of thing.
Oh my God,
For
that's going to be
Netflix
awesome.
as a joke or
Oh,
something.
right. Okay. Well, that's going to be so good. But Ricky Gervais's special, he comes out of the gate and like, I
Making
know that he would
transsexual
say,
jokes, right? Or
no,
trans-
I would know that he would say like, take a joke. Like this is why there are no funny female comics because they all. they
Oh,
can't.
yes,
But he comes out of the gate saying there are no funny women, and he doubles down on the joke so many times. Even though he says now that's funny because it's obviously I'm saying something that isn't true. There are many funny women like Eddie Izzard, and then
Yes.
he goes on to keep saying women aren't funny. And yes, I don't think Ricky Gervais really thinks that women aren't funny and that there aren't funny women, but I do believe that him saying that makes people who are dumb
Yes, of course.
think that there aren't funny women.
Yes.
And then that makes
if
it harder
people
for
are
me
laughing,
to have
there's a
life.
truth in
Who really gives a shit if I get to be successful? But it does affect.
yeah, and there's truth inside there. If they're laughing, he's saying we know this is a joke, but I would say 70% of the audience is like, yeah, there aren't funny women.
All right, we got to go. You got zinc on your nose. This is the end of the shows, and it's been a good run. We got one more to do tomorrow. Things won't be filled so much with sorrow, but they probably will because it's going to keep happening. Nothing's going to change, and it's not because I don't care. I do care a lot. You should watch the Carlin documentary to get the reference that Andrew made before. This rap is uninspired, but I'm starting to perspire because it's not going well, and that's what happens when I start to bomb. I start to sweat. I start to feel wet. I start to regret starting this rap. Andrew, take it from here.
It's really becoming spoken wordish,
Yeah.
like
I know,
Casey at the bat.
I'm just too tired.
Yo, I'll bring it up.
Come on, bring it up, man. Bring it up.
Yo, you might want to back up a little bit because I'm about to spit. Yeah, I spit far like my fucking hemorrhoid tail. I'll fucking put zinc on because I never fail. If you're getting close to the pier, you better stay away because it ain't happening here. I'll take a crab out of the sand. I'll have it claw your nuts. I'll put it on Jackass and say Johnny Knoxville wrote it with his fucking pen.
Whoa.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job, man. You stepped it fucking up.
Yeah, man.
All right, we got to go. We love one more show tomorrow to round out the week. Can't wait to see you then. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Try out the Uber Eats app. Don't be cut and
Jack Knoxville.